I'm Makaliah Danfield, and this is the evening news for March 14th of 2008. It seems that my co-worker, Coen is not on time today, so I'm just going to go give him a call, and hopefully nothing bad happens with the phone this time. Hello. Hi. Is he coming? Okay. Alright, bye.
Hello, people. I'm here. Fine.
Are you okay?
Yes, it's fine. What a terrible day I'm having, people. Anyway, hello, I'm Coen, wetsack, and this is Makaliah Danfield. Yes, I just had a good trip there. It was a good trip.
Yes, well.
Yeah. Jimmy Radiation is absent. He's kind of sick. He has a flu bug going on. It's terrible.
Very terrible. Which will bring us to one of our subjects in Hong Kong. Later on in the news session thing.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that well with words.
Anyway. Okay.
We'll start with story number 1, which we have.
Let's take off my glasses.
That would be.
See these eyes? These are my eyes. That's right.
A 70-year-old lady released from Oklahoma prison after 40 years for police assault.
Yes, it is very interesting. You may want to watch this video.
And we're just going to let you know that the reason for this assault was very, let's say, unnecessary. She really shouldn't have went in the first place and suffered 40 years for nothing. So let's have a look at this.
Yes. Watch it, people. Watch it. You will.
Hi.
Can you believe it's been 40 years since you've actually insulted a police officer?
Well, I can't believe times flew by so fast for this 40 years, but I know I really didn't assault him anymore.
Where were you on the day of March 14th, 1968?
1968. I remember that day. I forget what day that was. How old was I? I was about 28. I was 28.
Wow. You were very young. Did you dance in those hippie days?
Yes, I did.
Did you dance in your swimsuit?
Actually we danced in cheetah pants and stilettos and everything. But can we change on to the real subject, please?
I'm sorry. Alright. What did you say to this police officer?
It wasn't like mental-wise. Like, I didn't say anything to him. It was the way I was walking down the street to go to the grocery store and get my granddaughter some milk for her children and some cereal as well.
And by that time I realized they stopped delivering milk to your house. You had to go to the store.
Yes, I realized that. So I was walking to the store and the police stopped and started to walk down the street along. I was walking and I stopped to throw some of my gum away, and he was still walking, not paying attention, and he runs into me and sent me to prison for 40 years.
And wow, I must say, that is a long time.
I know, and for something that I didn't even do, it should have been.
And I realize you have a daughter.
I do have a daughter.
How old is she?
She is now 37.
Yes, that is very interesting.
I also have another
you had a child in jail, I believe. You had a child in jail.
Yes.
Yes.
That was my son Bentley. He is now 46.
So you have 2 children.
Altogether, I have 7 children.
Wow. That's more than any other club member in the girls' club. I realized you were in the girls' club, too.
Yes.
What all music did you listen to during in jail times of?
I really wasn't allowed to use any electronics except for, like, mandatory things. I wasn't allowed to, let's say, use a radio, a stereo, any of them modern type.
Yes. I realized this was less than 10 years. So.
Yeah.
Yes, you were in the girls' club. So, what different things were you trying at that age?
Drugs, I guess.
Yes.
I really shouldn't have, but I just realized that I've tried drugs, I've tried other things too.
Oh no.
I don't know why I got interested in drugs. I don't. And I just, it's what happened in the past is the past. And I'm never going to try it again, and that's...
It's very sad.
It is.
Very sad.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Now, did you say anything to this police officer when you did this assault?
When he ran up to me, when he walked into me, I all I said was, hey fatty, watch where you're going. And, you know, that's what I said. I said, hey fatty, watch where you're going.
I realize that. Freak!
Yes.
Don't mind that person. You're not a freak. You are you're a legend.
That's my brother.
You are a legend.
That's my brother. I am legend.
You are a legend.
I'm legend.
You can't really do that. I now see your evilness. I see why you insulted that police officer. Anyways, thank you for this interview, little old lady.
You're welcome.
That lives across the bridge.
You're welcome. Thank you, America. Thank you for everything. Have a good night.
Brush your teeth. I say, very interesting that interview was. That old lady was very nice, and she gave me a lot of money because she's rich. And
yes. We're having
all
technical difficulties, so if you begin to hear that, then that's just Paul News area messing up. So, but just ignore it. Just there's some retarded problems. I mean, there's okay. Our next story is girl trips an old handicapped man.
Yes, it's very interesting story.
You want to talk about this?
Hear it. Okay.
Okay. A girl who was perhaps 15, 16 years old.
Yes, it's very interesting.
Does something horrible, and it's really not
Shut the music off right now.
What it is that, stop!
That's it! Get out, sit!
What are you doing? Back off. That's right, old man. That's right, old man. That's right, don't mess with teenage girls. We're stupid.